Radio. Very good morning going out to you if you have just tuned in. It's 9:28. You're listening to Breakfast here on Sabras Radio. With me, Meera, taking you through till 10 o'clock this morning. And now then, joining me live on the line is a special guest, Shabnum Popat, who is the clinical lead at Quetzal. Hello, Shabnum. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming on. So can you introduce yourself and the organisation and just talk a bit more about that, for the listeners who aren't quite aware of what Quetzal does?
I'm the clinical lead at Quetzal, and at Quetzal we support adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse.
Okay.
And it's a women-only service.
Right, I see. And can you perhaps just expand a bit more and tell me about the current project that you're working on?
Yes, we're working on a project called Breaking the Silence Initiative, which is funded by the Comic Relief.
Okay.
And that is targeted specifically towards the women in the South Asian community.
Yeah. And why do you think it's important to raise awareness about the trauma of childhood sexual abuse across communities, especially in the South Asian community?
Predominantly in the South Asian community, I think there is, there has been sort of a lack of disclosure coming forward, and that is culturally based on, the feeling of shame and guilt and honour when it comes to family protection. And childhood sexual abuse is such a taboo subject in itself anyway, across all cultures and across all generations. But within the South Asian culture, there seems to be a little more of a hidden kind of ignore it, keep it in the family, sort of not talk about it. Let's just hope that it, goes away kind of a culture around it. And we really want to make people aware that they don't have to suffer in silence, and that what they are going through is normal sort of behaviours to trauma, as opposed to anything that they feel is coming up in themselves as abnormality.
Okay, and for anyone who's not quite aware, what exactly is counselling and how can it help women victims of childhood sexual abuse?
Counselling provides a safe space where women can come and explore what they're feeling. Most women have not disclosed childhood sexual abuse to anyone, not their family members, friends, or anyone. So when the symptoms and the behaviours and the defence mechanisms that sort of are employed to keep them safe by, the subconscious mind and things, when they get to a point where it's unbearable, counselling provides them that safe space where they can come and talk to a stranger, with no judgment, a safe space where they'll be able to explore what's going on, and they'll be able to speak what they're going through, what they went through, how it's affected them, how it's affecting their lives at the moment, because it's an impact, it's a lasting impact. It affects all aspects of lives as they grow older.
I think it's really helpful to kind of hear you summarise that. And Shabnum, have your services been affected by COVID-19 at all?
They have, but interestingly, it's been a positive effect, because we managed to transition onto online and telephone counselling quite smoothly when the first lockdown hit us. So it didn't really stop us delivering our services to our clients. In fact, we actually increased the delivery of our service because it gave our counsellors a little bit more flexibility whilst working from home, and our clients more flexibility as well. And it gave them that option of not having to travel in, and also because of the heaviness of the trauma and some of the things that they might not be able to say face to face with somebody. The online and the telephone counselling allowed them to be able to explore those, and not sort of have to look somebody or be in the same room with somebody. So it gave them that sort of, it anonymised it a little bit, when they were talking about their feelings and they were talking about what they've been through, not talking to somebody but talking down the line on the phone or talking over a screen. It gave them that distance that they needed to be able to process their feelings and emotions in a positive way. Having said that, on the other side of it, there have been clients who have been affected sort of in the way that they haven't managed to get the privacy that they needed in their own homes, which is why it's really, really important for us to be able to have this conversation with you and raise awareness, because what we're trying to do is raise awareness not only to the clients and to the women who have survived childhood sexual abuse, but also their family members, because if they are aware and if they feel as if they can share that within their family members, then those family members can come forward and provide a support network for them, and allow them to be able to have that privacy once a week, for a counselling session within their homes, and be able to sort of maybe, if they've got children, arrange some childcare or arrange some time for them to be able to have that time alone to be able to process what they've gone through.
Okay, and for anyone who is listening who perhaps would like some assistance or wants to speak to someone, how do they get in touch with you?
They can go through our website, www.quetzal.org.uk, and we've got a self-referral system on there. They can email us at help@quetzal.org.uk. On our website, we've got a chat facility, and somebody will get back to them very, very quickly in regards to sort of getting the details. We can call them and start the referral process to go through our service.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Shabnum. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and I hope, that's sort of, I hope that's clarified where we are on the projects that we're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. That was Shabnum Popat, the clinical lead at Quetzal. And if you missed any of that, remember you can always listen back online at sabrasradio.com. All of our shows are up there. So it is 9:34, running slightly behind schedule.
Time checks.